Every day, something dramatic happens in the Caribbean that affects our lives. We'll give you the details. We'll give you the facts on Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick. How's Eddie Frederick?
So glad you can join us. U.S. military in Guyana to enhance military readiness and capabilities to respond to threats. This story takes the lead in today's edition of Caribbean Perspective for Friday, 1st December 2023, brought to you in association with our friends at Antillean Group. Details when we return.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so clear to see. Peace of mind, that's a service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
Welcome back. The United States Army's 1st Security Force Assistance Brigade and the Guyana Defense Force recently held meetings, further solidifying the robust military-to-military partnership between the United States and Guyana. In this HGP Nightly News report, Tiana Cole provides more insights into the nature of these discussions.
The United States Embassy, in a statement on Tuesday, said the U.S. and Guyana Defense Forces discussed upcoming engagements that include strategic planning sessions and processes to enhance military readiness of both countries and their capabilities to respond to security threats. The Security Force Assistance Brigade, SFAB, is a specialized unit of the U.S. Army established to advise and assist partner nations. Since 2022, the SFAB has conducted several joint training exercises with the Guyana Defense Force to strengthen the capacity and capability at the tactical and operational levels. SFAB advisors stated, quote-unquote, "We are thankful for the opportunity to train with the Guyana Defense Force as our partners and friends. We look forward to deepening the partnership in the weeks and months to come." GDF Staff Officer 1 General 3 Operations and Training Lieutenant Colonel Andy Pompey said, quote-unquote, "The last iteration of the U.S. military training here in Guyana has been of tremendous benefit to the Medical Corps and the 4 Engineers Battalion. The transfer of the knowledge and expertise from the U.S. counterparts under the auspices of the SFAB has equipped our members with invaluable skills that are directly applicable to the dynamic nature of our modern security environment." Lieutenant Pompey added that, quote-unquote, "We will witness the positive outcomes of this training. We are confident that the benefits will be enduring, impacting not only our forces' operational capabilities, but also the professional growth of individual members." The SFAB emphasized that enhancing capabilities of partner forces is a testament to collaborative efforts between the respective nations. The U.S. and Guyana enjoy a long-standing security partnership marked by strong collaboration between SOUTHCOM and the Guyana Defense Force, which is focused on disaster preparedness, humanitarian assistance, maritime security, human rights, professional development, defense and public security missions, and countering transnational crime. Tiana Cole reporting for the HGP Nightly News.
About a month ago, Sir Kennedy Simmons, the first Prime Minister of St. Kitts and Nevis, presented On the Road to Independence for St. Kitts and Nevis. Glenn Bard of SKN Newsline reports.
A pre-40th anniversary independence event organized by the People's Action Movement, it was promoted as a conversation with our first Prime Minister held 11th September and attended by members of the St. Kitts and Nevis Diplomatic Corps. The first Prime Minister, who is also a designated national hero, not only laid out the historical journey to independence, but highlighted several achievements of his administration in the early years of the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis and spoke of the need for action on existing challenges.
It is safe to say that our 40 years of independence has been successful when measured by a variety of criteria, including economic, cultural, educational, and the field of sports, with such icons as Kim Collins, Elkomeda Willett, Keith Atherton, Derek Parry, Atiba Harris. There are so many others too numerous to mention in a variety of fields of endeavor. But we cannot sit on our laurels because the challenges that lie ahead are even greater than those we have overcome. And some of those that we have overcome are close to recurring. Our CBI is under attack, and we need to mount a major diplomatic offensive to preserve it in a form that is beneficial to us. Diplomacy is the vehicle used in international circles to invite, cultivate, and strengthen relationships in order to promote a country's self-interest. Before independence, our colonial masters retained for themselves control of our external relations in their self-interest.
His presentation was viewed by local, regional, and international audiences. Lenbart reporting for SK Newsline.
You're listening to Caribbean Perspective with Eddie Frederick, in association with our friends at
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.
A San Fernando businesswoman and her daughter say they're fleeing the country after surviving a traumatic home invasion. Shirley Baliramsingh recalled the frightening ordeal when masked gunmen shook her out of her sleep. More from the CNC3 News report.
It is the sad reality that 77-year-old Shirley Baliramsingh now faces after begging bandits not to rape and kill her and her differently abled daughter on Tuesday morning. 3 armed bandits broke into Baliramsingh's home and attacked her and Diane as they slept. Diane has a congenital spinal defect and uses a walker. After deciding not to rape and kill, the bandits, including one with a Venezuelan accent, used the telephone cord and computer mouse to tie the women's hands and feet. They then used clothing to gag them.
Why did this true to what? They can't push over my door like that. And these men come up to me and they say, shh, means be quiet, right? And they come and they ask me, where is the money? Where is the money? So I don't know what to say. So I say, well, the money is in the closet there. And they ask me, where is the jewelry? So they went to the master bedroom and they took up everything, all my diamonds, all my necklace.
The bandits jumped the wall at the back of Baliramsingh's home and picked a lock after failing to rip open the burglar proof. The bandits ransacked every room, stealing about $17,000 in cash, $2,000 in US currency, about $100,000 in jewelry, a television, mobile phones, alcohol, and a DVR and monitor. They loaded the items into Baliramsingh's Nissan Qashqai SUV and drove off. She spent an hour loosening her restraints and then called out to a neighbor for help.
I only pray to God that they don't rape me and don't kill me. They said they're going to kill me. The man had a gun on my head, so, you know. And it's a big piece of iron he had in his hand. And the gun, a big knife, a big long knife. They said they're going to kill us. I said, please don't kill me.
Baliramsingh saw many stories of home invasions, but with burglar proofing, cameras, and other security features, she never believed she would be a victim. With other children living abroad afraid of TNT's high crime rate, they are not taking any chances. She and Diane will be gone soon.
They say, forget all the building and think about your life and come over here. You better get a man killed there.
Police are yet to find the vehicle or arrest suspects. In the meantime, relatives are providing support to Baliram and Diane. Yvonne Feldman, CNC3 News.
Chairman of the Pariah Commission of Inquiry, Jerome Lynch, KC, has called on the government to ensure the completed report is made public. The report, he said, was completed in 16 months at a cost of $15.5 million. Sunil Lala of TTT News reports.
This was no act of God. or mere unlucky accident.
After several delays, a 380-page report into the Paria Commission of Inquiry has been completed and will be delivered to President Christine Kangaloo on Thursday. Commission of Inquiry Chairman Jerome Lynch Casey recalled that this was brought about by public pressure to get the truth of the incident that occurred on February 25, 2022, and prevent any future injuries or deaths. He said although the Commission is only obliged to present the report to the President and government, he insisted that it be made public.
This is a public inquiry using public money, involving fatalities.
Mr. Lynch did not reveal any contents of the report, but was critical of the treatment of the victims' families.
For all the money that has been expended on the process so far, much more is almost certain to be spent before the families will see a single dime or dollar in compensation.
The Commission of Inquiry, he said, cost a total of $15.5 million and took approximately 16 months from his appointment, but he said the cost was a drop in the bucket compared to other commissions of inquiry. Mr. Lynch assured that the inquiry was independent and rejected any claims of interference, noting that the Commission stands by its report.
It will not sit well with everybody. There may be those who will be disappointed. There may be those who will be outraged, and there may be those who will wish to challenge it.
He said he's confident the truth is contained in the report and that government will make the report public, but he said the law does not permit for selective distribution.
All they can do is to give it to everybody or nobody.
On February 25, 2022, divers Rishi Nagisa, Kazim Ali Jr., Faisal Kurban, Yusuf Henry, and Christopher Boutram were doing maintenance work on a 30-inch underwater pipeline at Paria's Berth 6 when they were suddenly sucked into the pipeline. Only Boutram survived. Sonolala, TTT News.
The International Monetary Fund suggests measures for the Bahamas. ZNS News has more.
A Washington-based financial watchdog sees the country's finances as heading in the right direction, and a recent assessment reflects it. But the International Monetary Fund has also determined that the government's target of reducing the deficit to 0.9% during the current 2023-2024 fiscal period, while laudable, is pretty ambitious, begging the need then for more policy measures to achieve its target. And here's why. According to the IMF, based on the current policies, the fiscal deficit is expected to be 2.6% of GDP in 2023-2024, considerably larger than what was expected. Well, in the face of the IMF's doubt, Economic Affairs Minister, the Honorable Michael Alcides, holds firm to optimism.
We have met since coming to office. We have met and or exceeded every single projection in terms of the deficit that we did. As a matter of fact, the numbers will come out shortly to show that last year, at the conclusion of the last fiscal year, we've once again exceeded our deficit targets. So we are confident that with the continued growth of the economy, the continued efforts that we make to improve our tax collection, particularly in areas like foreign-owned real property, some very aggressive steps that we're taking in that area that are bearing fruit, that we will meet our deficit targets.
Beyond reducing the fiscal deficit, though, the IMF contends that a set of comprehensive tax reforms would be valuable to the Bahamas, raising revenues and improving progressivity. It points particularly to implementing a corporate tax accompanied by a personal income tax on the highest earners. Governments have long stenched on both. Overall, though, Alcides sees the concluding statement as largely positive for the Bahamas, considering its revision of our growth projection for 2024 from 1.8 up to 2.3%.
I am Eddie Frederick, wishing you a restful weekend. This has been Caribbean Perspective, a whole new approach to highlighting developments in the Caribbean.
In the meantime, please follow us on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube channel for daily regional news and more, in association with our friends at Antillean Group.
Believe in our strength, we'll stand by you. Protection from all perils, big and small. Reassurance we give, it's so glad to see. Peace of mind, that's our service guarantee. We look after all our family. Yes, we do at every opportunity.
Antillean Group, underwriters of all classes of insurance solutions for your protection and investment. Live well financially.